Hey everyone, I'm Rick and this is Talking Habs, and this is my preview of tonight's game between the Arizona Coyotes and our Montreal Canadiens in Arizona tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. In this video, I'm going to give you some stats for both teams. I'm going to give you my keys to victory, and I'm going to give you my prediction for the game tonight. So that's right here at Talking Habs, the home of Habs hockey, where everything's dedicated to the Habs and all things hockey. So to get more of my content like this, subscribe and ring the notifications bell down there, and please leave any comments that you may have in the comment section about the game, about your thoughts on the game, the score, about the video, anything like that. So let's get right into it. So some stats for the game. Montreal has a record right now of 5-4-2, and they are fifth in the Atlantic Division. Arizona is 7-3-1, and they are fourth in the Pacific Division. Montreal's road record is 2-1-2, and their record against the Western teams is 3-2-0. Arizona's home record is 3-1-0, and their record against the Eastern teams is 4-2-0. So now some stats. For the Corsi 4 percentage, Montreal is a 52.9%, good for fifth. Arizona is 52.4% and good for seventh, so they're very close. Goals per game, so that's the goals they score per game. First off, Montreal has scored 40 goals so far for ninth in the league, and they are at 3.64 per game, and that's fourth in the league. Arizona has scored 33 goals for 21st in the league, and they are at 3 goals even for 17th in the league per game. Goals against per game. Montreal's given up 35 goals. That's 15th in the league. That's a 3.18 and 17th in the league. Arizona has given up 24 goals for second in the league. They're stingy this year, that's for sure. So that's a 2.18 per game, and that's also second in the league. Power plays. Montreal's power play is at 26.3%, good for fifth. Arizona is at 22.9%, good for 12th, so still a good power play. Penalty kill. Montreal's god-awful 68.6%, bad enough for 30th. Arizona's at 78.1%, which we wish we were 10% higher, and that's 21st in the league. Face-offs won percentage. Montreal at 47.1% for 27th, and Arizona at 49.5% for 17th. So you can see that the one place that Arizona, well, there's two places that they're really beating Montreal, and that's in goals against, so their defense is better, and penalty kill. And look, those are the two biggest problems for Montreal right now. So if you go by just those stats, Arizona has an edge right there. Top 5 players, points. Galley, 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points. Drouin, the same. Domi, 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points. Armia, 6 goals, 2 assists, 8 points. And Tatar, 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. Each of them shots on goal. 42 for Galley, 27 for Drouin, 31 for Domi, 26 for Armia, and 31 for Tatar. On the other side, you got Schmaltz with 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points, 18 shots on goal. Garland, 6 goals, 2 assists, 8 points, 22 shots on goal. Keller, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points, 31 shots on goal. Goligoski, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points, 18 shots on goal. And Ekman Larson, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points, and 23 shots on goal. In nets, I don't know who's playing in nets. Julian wouldn't say yesterday, and they are in Arizona, so the morning skate, we won't know. I haven't seen anything on Twitter up to about an hour ago. So Price is 5-3-1 with a 2.76 goals against and a 907 save percentage and 1 shutout, and I kind of expect Price here tonight. Kincaid is 0-1-1 with a 4.54 goals against and an 8.75 save percentage. On the other side, both goalies there are playing really, really good. Kemper is 5-3-0 with a 1.87 and a 9.33. Ranta is 2-0-1 with a 2.62 and a 9.22 save percentage. So their goalies are playing well. Numbers are there. And look at their record, 7-3-1. This is a much better team. So Carey Price is 11-1-0 against Arizona with a 1.91 goals against and a 9.34 save percentage. Now, that being said, this isn't the same Coyotes team that we're used to seeing. Their offense has improved. The D is near the top of the league. Goaltending is excellent right now as well. So add into that the game is in Arizona, so it's a home game for them, and it all adds up to a big challenge for Montreal. This is a big challenge, a big hurdle for Montreal to jump over. So are they up to the challenge? Montreal's coming off of a huge, uplifting win against the hated Toronto Maple Leafs last Saturday. So they've had 3 days rest, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and had time to get to Arizona early enough to get adjusted to the time change and everything. I imagine they were there for a good 24 hours before the game. The offense is there for the Habs. The power play is clicking. The worry is the defense and the penalty kill, and we saw this in looking at the stats. One of the two stats that Arizona's clearly better at them is the goals against per game, which is defense, and the penalty kill. Clearly, if Montreal was at 78.1, I think we'd be happy right now, wouldn't we? If we could just, next game, we're at 78.1, penalty kill is much better. We'd be very happy, even though that's not a league-leading penalty kill, but it's a difference, and it might make a huge difference in this game. And also, is Price 100%? We've been asking that. Is something wrong with Price? I see that all the time on Twitter. And I know it's Twitter, it's toxic. I get that, but still, that's what people are asking. Or is it because of the struggling defense overshadowing his good play? Because I've had games where he's let up a bunch of goals, but he was clearly a star of the game. He was clearly one of the best players on the ice, yet he's not. His numbers aren't really there. Not that they're horrible, but that's not Carey Price numbers. They should be a little better than that. And I have a feeling that's kind of where it is, that Carey Price is fine, but it's the defense that's struggling, and it's making him look bad. They're trying to block shots and then getting in the crease, in his way, and he can't get to the shot. I've seen that happen a couple of times. That's Sherratt that did that a couple of times. Stuff like that. So I think Carey Price is 100%, and the defense needs to let him see the shooter. So, so Arizona's coming off a 3-1-0 New York, New Jersey road trip. So they had a 4-game road trip. They played the 3 New York teams in New Jersey. Will they be adjusted now that they're back, or will they have that, sometimes a team that's been on a road trip, they come back and they have a bad first game. Now, I'll grant it and say that that's usually when they have a longer trip than a 4-game, and when maybe the traveling's a little bit hard. And in this case, it's a 4-game trip. Traveling wasn't that hard considering they were in New York and New Jersey only. But still, it's a road trip. You come back home. It's a bit of an adjustment, especially there's a time change. So for them, it's still an adjustment. So we'll see. That might have an effect on the play. Yeah, because every team does that. I wrote that. I had to say it. So I said all that. Indifferent. Okay, so my keys to victory, because how are they going to beat this? Is a big challenge. The other team's playing well. It's not the usual go out there, you're going to beat the Coyotes. It's not like that this year. So I'm going to say this very simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Establish their game plan quickly. I know some of this you're going to, it's easier said than done, but this is what they need to do. When you want to win, you got to do what you got to do, right? So you got to do this. Establish their game plan quickly. Keep Arizona out of the defensive zone as much as possible and keep them to the outside when they're in there. Try to keep them to the outside. Control the neutral zone and offensive zone with good passing and controlled breakouts and then controlled entries to the other way. In other words, be strong on the puck, hold the puck, carry the puck. Don't just dump and chase all the time, and establish their game, because that's Montreal's game. Not saying they can't dump and chase. That's the game today. I get it. But good controlled entries. Stay out of the penalty box. I say it every game, but with a PK that's at 68 point whatever percent, the PK sucks. They got to play a disciplined game. So it's very important here that they play a disciplined game, because look, Arizona's peak penalty kill or power play isn't the greatest in the league at 21st, but it's at a decent scoring pace. So if you're going to take a lot of penalties and you got a sucky penalty kill, I wouldn't do that against a team that has, even if it's 21st. Let me look. Power play, 22.9% for 12th, so it's not a bad power play. So stay out of the box. Keep their own power play going with a goal tonight. They got to keep working the way they've been working on that power play and get another goal and keep that percentage up. And play smarter defensively. This is a big problem. They got to play smarter defensively. Let the goalie see the shooter. Don't get in Price's way. Don't get in the freaking crease and then go down and block a shot and then you miss blocking it and then Price can't move. Don't do that. I've been saying this. I guess everyone you have to do this every game in the NHL today. You got to play 60 minutes of hockey every game, no matter who you're playing against, because there's a lot of parity, and any team, even the bad ones, at any given night could beat you. So play a 60-minute game. So those are my keys to victory. Prediction for this game. My prediction for this game, you're not going to really like it, but first of all, 3-2 in overtime. I think it's going to go to overtime. It's going to be a tight game. It's going to be not a lot of goals. 3-2. And I'm sorry to say, but I have to. I sat there and thought, okay, what comes to you? And every time I started over, what comes to you? Arizona. So I'm sorry. I'm going with Arizona tonight, 3-2. I hate saying it. My heart bleeds blue, blanc, rouge. Believe me, it does. But my head is saying Arizona. I'm going with my head tonight. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope when I do the review, it's going to be celebrating because I'm wrong. So we'll see. So that's my video for tonight. Thanks for watching. If you like to give a thumbs up, subscribe and ring the notifications bell, which is right down there as well. And you can leave any comments on the video. I'm sure I'm going to get some comments on my score. But, I got to say it as I see it. And that's how I see it tonight. So enjoy the game. I hope you all watch, even though it's late. If not, I'm going to do a review right after. I'll try to get it out for the morning, if not right after the video, the game. And we'll see what happens. So go Habs, go. Enjoy the game, everybody. Let's kick some Coyote ass tonight. Bye, y'all.